couple of big problems with their argument. First, generally speaking, executive privilege doesn't belong to just any White House official. It belongs to the president. Here, President Biden has been clear that executive privilege does not prevent cooperation with the select committee by either Mr. Scavino or Mr. Navarro. And while the ex-president reportedly has raised privilege concerns when it comes to Mr. Scavino, in Mr. Navarro's case, nobody has even tried to invoke privilege except Mr. Navarro himself. That's just not the way it works. Peter Navarro isn't president. It's important to note that even if a president has formally invoked executive privilege regarding testimony of a witness, which is not the case here, that witness has the obligation to sit down under oath and assert the privilege question by question. But these witnesses didn't even bother to show up. Second, if the ex-president had a legitimate claim to executive privilege, this is a privilege that applies to things that happen in an official capacity. So if Mr. Scavino or Mr. Navarro are claiming that all the information they have is protected by executive privilege, they're basically saying that everything they did in their official roles, paid by taxpayers. As I said before, we want to talk to Mr. Scavino and Mr. Navarro about their roles in the attempt to overturn an election. The American people didn't pay their salaries to do that. Now there are a lot of laws that set out what government officials aren't allowed to do when they are on the clock or using government resources. It's important that taxpayer dollars don't support political activity, and there are a few bright lines about every specific situation.